Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Day-Glo Buffalo and this is a brand new Let's Play of Technobabylon. Now this game was published by Wadjet Eye and I think developed by Technocrat if I'm not mistaken, and it came out in 2015. And I picked this up on Good Old Games a little while ago. And, well, it seemed like, I guess it's kind of a dystopian cyberpunk type of thing, so it seemed right up my alley, so I decided to give it a go and record it while I'm at it. Well, enough talking, more gameplay. So, without much further ado, let's start a new game.
Looks like you found the place.
You're sure this is the one?
I'm positive. Lava Sesame goes by Mandala in the trance. There's a big gap in the records, and it's shaped exactly like her.
I thought you said he put a lot of effort into it.
They've been hiding her activity, but weren't covering up their own work very well.
If they did, then I... Ah!
How are the headaches?
Won't be a problem for much longer.
You understand the plan?
Don't worry. I know exactly what I'm doing. After all, I've been planning this for years.
Right. He's been planning this for years. What exactly, I guess we'll find out soon enough. Prisoner of Consciousness. Number 1. I guess chapter 1.
There's nothing like being in trance. A world built of abstracts and intellect, of tangible thought, where every part has been crafted by an individual soul. It's the purest form of contact a person can have, mind to mind. It's the pinnacle of human achievement. Some might say that achievement in the physical world is somehow more meaningful. To them I say, join the future or be surpassed by it. Within the trance, we are millions of minds as one. But even as far as we've come, there's still one serious flaw. Its reliance on the real world as its backbone.
Uh-oh.
And disconnections. Damn. Don't panic. I'll just go and speak to the building manager. It's not like there's anything to be afraid of out there. Let's get this over with.
Alright, open inventory, move mouse to the bottom right corner. Select trance to disconnect. We got trance, we got mailbox, and newsfeed. Alright, well, let's actually check out the others first. No connection found. Unable to access Chishiki server. Please check your network and try again. If problem persists, contact your network administrator. Error 125.-H. Weather. Okay. Well, it's all error because we're not connected. So let's see what else. Mailbox. Oh, we've got some downloaded mail, so... least Newton support from City of Newton, received 10th of July 2087, subject circumstances. Dear Miss Sesame, this message is to remind you that you have not been attending your scheduled employment meetings. If you do not inform us of absences, you risk losing housing support from the city. You have been receiving city support benefits for 711 days. And we hope that you will be able to improve your circumstances soon. Well, if this is the future If it's like most other dystopian futures where it's like big crowded cities and advanced technology, there's probably not going to be enough jobs to go around for everybody. So a lot of people will not be working, but oh well, that's a whole different story. From Lieutenant Colonel O'Shea, received 9th of July 2087, subject a proposal. Dear Sir Miss, my name is Marcus O'Shea. I am the chief financier for the Oklahoma General Martin Carter. His recent death at the hands of a rival warlord has left me with 150,000 quanta of his finance. If you will allow me to transfer through your bank accounts, I can offer to share. Okay, so it's the Nigerian prince scam, only this time with an Oklahoma colonel. From Root T, received 9th of July 2087, subject, let's meet up. Hey Dala, seems like we haven't seen you in years. No idea if you've heard, but there's a big game coming up at the Rotunda. If you're up for leaving your apartment, we can probably get you a place on the team. XOXOT. If you're up for leaving your apartment. So she's like agoraphobic or... Okay, from EXS Pharma. Received 9th of July 2087. Subject, amazing deals on chem. Do you want the extra interface speed without the extra cost? Extra speed with extra farm. Exclamation mark 1, exclamation mark. Open a tasked image for order info. So that would be the attachment, which doesn't look very promising at all. Toxic Sigma, not Stigma. Toxic Sigma. Received 4th of July 2087. Subject, Grow Guide. Yo, Dala. Good hearing from you. Though I know really it means you want something. Basically, yes. The batch of blue wetware you got is cracked, so you can grow it yourself. Just don't gray goo your place. It needs a few things. 1, water, since that's what makes up 99% of it. 2, nutrition. It's an organism after all. 3, heat. In the normal stuff, it causes it to break down, but this blend is activated instead. So wetware. So I guess some kind of organic computing thingy. So what shall we do? Should we download the attachment from EXS Pharma? Hey, what's the worst thing that could happen? It could only fry our brains. So, speed boost image. Okay, there it is. Okay, what do we have? Oh, save, load, and settings. Malware.
No, I'm not storing that in my brain. Not unless I want to wake up in some factory in China in 10 years.
Okay. So they give you malware and then ship you off to China? Alright, so trans, it should probably disconnect. Disconnect trans, yep.
Better go and talk to the building manager. Ouch!
Yeah, you gotta open the door first.
Huh?
Access error. Password error?
Password error? Huh? I guess the door's broken too. Contact manager. I'm trapped?
For the first time that you can remember, the prospect of staying inside your apartment is frightening to you. So yeah, that definitely sounds agoraphobic. Left click, interact, right click, look at. Okay, there's a grate. Can we get out through there?
Guess I'm not as strong as I thought. I'm not getting out this way.
The large drain in the floor means that cleaning the room can involve as little as hosing everything down. Cheap is the way it's done in here. Okay. It's an interesting way of doing it. I guess they didn't hose down the table though. Food. Yeah, that looks very inviting. So...
Ugh, no. Last time I reached into the pile, there was stuff growing in it.
Yeah, you probably should wash them every once in a while. It's full of blue overalls, the kind provided by the city to the unemployed. Made out of cotton paper blend, they are mulched and recycled into new clothing rather than cleaned. Well then, mulch and recycle, girl! Right locker.
One of the lockers where I keep a few things I've got in meat space.
Let's see what few things she has.
Nothing in here.
I guess there are really, really few things. Middle locker.
I usually keep clothes in here. Looks like I need to go to the support office to get more printed.
Uh-huh.
Nothing in here.
So she really doesn't have a lot to her name. Is there anything up here? Nope. Cables.
If I keep randomly cutting cables, I'm going to end up electrocuted eventually.
If I keep cutting cables, so she's actually cut cables before.
Ugh, exposed fiber optics everywhere. I think they deliberately do this to make it less pleasant to live here.
Oh, come on, it's such a lovely apartment. Is this? Oh, this is us getting back into trance.
Nah. I'm not that hungry. I'm not sure when I got this out of the machine. It's still soggy though. The window frame is welded in. Even if I could open it, it'd be a 150-meter drop to the bottom.
That's pretty high.
Even if I could see out, it's not a nice view. Hundreds of other Skanto apartments in the barrel. The darkness is supposed to encourage people to move out. Not me. Just makes trancing easier.
Fair enough. Trophy! Picked up trophy.
The NetGames trophy I won in '84. I don't know why I've still got it. I pretty much scrapped everything else to build the wetware still.
The wetware still. Shower curtain. Can't you take a shower? Oh, the wetware still. You remove the gelatinous clump of semi-organic wetware you've been cultivating in the still. It looks like it's grown enough to be usable by now. Picked up wetware. Yes, but
It may take up the entire bathroom, but the still is totally worth it. By growing my own wetware at home, I'll never need to leave the apartment again, unless something like this happens.
Yeah, but if it takes up the whole bathroom, how do you pee? So, what else is there? The door panel, the vent.
I can't get a grip to open it. Not like I could fit through there anyway. The vent cover above the door. It lets the air in and keeps the vermin out.
Ooh, food machine. Can we do anything with that? Select Protein Surprise. E-168 Nutrient Complex. Gelatin Complex. Utensil Recycling. 3D Print Material. Plastic. Full. Metal. None. Memory Eject. Can we get, like, Protein Surprise? A food tray obligingly pops from the machine's serving slot, completely empty. The pipes must be blocked again.
Hey, I'm hungry.
Picked up plastic tray and plastic fork.
A recyclable plastic tray. The food machine prints out a new one from old materials with every meal.
Plastic fork, the kind stamped by the machine with every meal. Its soft material limits the risk of its user being harmed accidentally or otherwise. So I think there was eject memory cartridge. Memory cartridge. It won't come out, must be locked into place, so we can eject it. Picked up memory module. Not sure why that would be useful, but well, in adventure games it's usually best to pick up everything that isn't nailed down. So let's see, what do we have? Oh yeah. Isn't it physical memory module containing the recipes that the food machine uses to make its mulch marginally less depressing. All right.
I don't think I can open. The panel by the door also controls the apartment's net connection, call system, and thermostat, as well as the door's locking. If you could get inside it, you might be able to set off an emergency unlock. Still not working.
So
apparently I can't just wait for the problem to fix itself. Can't rely on anyone else.
well, what else is new? It's an adventure game after all. So can we... oh, maybe use the fork to open the panel?
It broke.
Okay, that's not promising. The flimsy plastic that the fork was made of wasn't up to the task of prizing the panel from the wall. With better quality tools, though. Reaching your arm into the recycling slot can only end in tears. Recycle... oh! Oh, there's a recycler on top of the food machine. Is she barefoot? I don't know if I'd want to walk barefoot in that place. Can we get metal? Error. Your safety settings user safety settings enabled. Unable to produce metal utensils due to danger of harm. Please consult your Automeals AI for further information. Thank you for your cooperation. THE Foods. Your future on a plate.
Hey, we're not children! Lousy suicide rate.
Oh, wait a second, but that also doesn't make sense. If they don't care about the unemployed, they stick them in like terrible apartments and threaten to revoke their benefits. Why would they care if they commit suicide? It'd be one less person on there they'd have to worry about. So, okay, what can we do? What can we do? Let's see. What is wetware? Wait, can we examine?
It's a homegrown lump of techno-organic wetware gel. It's for connecting my brain's wetware to the external systems. The wetware won't form a connection with it.
Can we... it isn't compatible with the memory module, so... oh, wait. Can we maybe use it on the door? Okay. Establishing connection. That seems promising. The apartment's centralized system speaks to you in, more clearly than ever as your wetware joins with its systems. Okay, so how do we speak to it now? Oh, maybe we have to go into the trance. Hello. Connection to door panel.
Forsooth, who wouldst summon the guardian of thine abode?
All right. It's a knight. Who are you?
Who are you?
I am the defender, the guardian, the knight. No threat shall dare intrude upon thy domain while I stand watch.
Do you have a name?
I do not wish to trouble my lady with such minute details.
So, just night then.
Whatever thy will, my lady.
What do
What's
you
your
do?
function?
I am the defender. I prevent intrusions upon thy fortress. The physical and the etheric.
I found you in the door's terminal software. You're the apartment's network security, aren't you?
Quite so. Trojans and malware, flee from my presence.
But you also control the door's security.
A vital role, my lady. None shall threaten the sanctity of your domain.
Tell me about yourself.
Sentinel Systems Nightwear, a data and physical security product of Sentinel Systems, version 3.02. Licensed to City of Newton Housing Services.
What's with the knight in shiny armor routine?
Who is better suited to the role than a loyal defender of the realm?
Okay, now tell me properly.
My lady, thine own.
Out of character!
Following managerial reformation of Sentinel Systems, the company's theme was shifted to a feudal design.
Alright. I find you irritating. Why does she find him irritating? And why isn't he combating that malware there?
The door seems to be stuck. Can you do anything about that?
Attempting to operate door drive systems. Attempt 2. Attempt 3. It would appear the machinery of the door itself has become fatigued. The terminus is unable to compel activity on the door's part itself. The safety unlock would doubtless serve you well at this juncture.
Can you use the safety unlock?
I'm afraid I cannot. It must be unlatched physically.
So, where is it?
It lies behind the terminal. With sufficient armament, mayhaps thou shalt reach it.
Gee, thanks.
Well, I don't find him irritating, but...
Has anyone ever told you that you get real tiresome real quick?
Customer research has shown the Knight image to be effective. 89% of customers associated with increased security and ability to solve threats. 67% associated with defense of a home in a professional manner. 55% found it more confidence-inspiring than Sentinel's previous mascot.
Which was?
The Sheriff. Following last year's New York police riots, public perception of such personnel diminished considerably.
Ciao.
Fare thee well, my lady.
So, can we somehow...
No, I'm not storing that in my brain. Not unless I want to wake up in some factory in China.
So we can't somehow... I don't know, infect the knight with the malware, or... But wait! Maybe... we can use the wetware on something else. Can we connect...
The wetware won't form a connection with it.
No, not with the wires. I don't think we want to connect with the food or the recycler. Okay. So she's connecting to the recycler? You feel the flow of new data as your wetware inveigles itself into the food machine systems. Okay, the food machine, not the I clicked on the recycler, not the food machine, but have it your way. So maybe we can wrangle some metal utensils out of it. Alright, here is the food machine. Oh, an anime girl.
Hi, I'm Sheffy, your interactive guide to THB Foods Auto Meal Sweets.
Okay, she's very chipper.
Who are you, and what are you doing in my food machine?
Hi, I'm Sheffy,
We already had this bit.
I'm the voice of your food machine. I'm here to help you make the most of your machine and all the delicious possibilities. And if there's trouble, I'm here to help you out.
What kind of things can you make?
Using THB's patented and proven protein fiber synthesis reserve system, I'm able to whip up some of the tastiest treats you've ever had.
Like?
Just you wait. Before you know it, you'll be having the most cost-effective food you've ever tasted.
You're dodging the question.
My recipe books are always getting bigger. My best friends at THE always come up with great new ideas. Everything from protein surprise to Nutri-Blood casserole.
Ugh.
Don't be like that. Give them a try.
cost-effective meals. Okay?
I've had to live off your crap for 2 years now. It's bland, and it feels like runny puke. I have trouble swallowing, and every mouthful makes starvation that little bit more appealing.
I'm sorry to hear that. Have you tried any of our new recipes recently? Let's look for some. Oopsie, it looks like I can't connect. Don't worry, you can always use the memory cards in the machine to upload delicious new recipes.
How do I get trays and cutlery?
Haven't you been eating with us for years?
Humor me.
THE's food machines have self-contained vacuum formers to recycle utensils. Just put your tray back in the machine when you're done with it.
Okay.
Why can't I put metal in the recycler?
It might be dangerous. At the request of
Newton Civic Housing Services.
you've been limited to plastic utensils. But isn't plastic great? It's so easy to get clean.
But what if I want something stronger, like steel? That heavy protein mash bends the fork sometimes.
Sorry, no can do. I'm not just a chef. It's my job to keep you safe.
She doesn't seem particularly suicidal to me.
How would I stop you stopping me? I need a fork.
Why would you want to do that? Don't you like me? I just want to make sure you're eating right.
So, you object to me smashing you open?
It takes some pretty serious damage to do that. I'm tough. Only qualified THE systems technicians can get me open.
Looks like messing with your software is my best bet then. Will the machine work without you?
If I have an accident, the machine will continue to dispense. We don't want you starving in an emergency now, do we?
So messing with her software. So maybe we can put the malware on her. Will the machine work without you? You annoy me.
You're really, really annoying. You know that?
Address all concerns regarding THE
Avatar to 862.
Chefy to THE Customer Interactive Regions.
Okay,
What's on your recipe card now?
On the menu today, we've got... Uh-oh, looks like the memory card's been taken out of the machine. I'm so sorry. I can't cook without my recipes.
Some master chef you are.
If you can find some new recipes on a memory module, I'd be happy to have a go with them for you. I live to serve.
Okay, so
Ciao.
Bye!
bye. So I guess we want to mess with her software. We got the malware, and we have the memory module. Can we get... Okay, so we now got a stripy memory module. So I guess we'll go stick it back into the food machine. All right. You load the memory module into the machine. After a few moments, it begins to glow, indicating a successful connection. So, can we now get... No, we still can't get...
Hey, we're not children. Lousy suicide.
We still can't get metal. Error, insufficient material. All of your utensils are 100% recycled. Please return your tray and add the other compatible materials to the machine to enable it to print a new batch. TAG Foods, your future on a plate. So, I guess it wants us to recycle. But we don't need plastic, so... Oh, wait! Can we recycle the trophy? Machine thinks for a moment and displays a message. Error. User safety settings enabled and so on and so forth.
Hey, we're not children. Lousy.
So it didn't take the trophy. Alright, but we put in the malware, so let's see if... what happens if we load up Sheffy again.
Hi, I'm Sheffy, your interactive guide to THE Foods Auto Meal Sweets.
Okay, why can't I put metal? Will the machine work without you? So what's on your recipe card?
What's on your recipe card now?
I see there's some new recipe data. It looks like...
That sounds promising.
Apparently whatever virus was writing that T-mail is doing some damage. You don't look so good.
It's nothing but to be worked around.
Sounds more like you need someone to put you out of your misery.
I don't much like your food.
I don't like your food.
I like your face.
That's awesome.
How do I get trays and cutlery?
Fork.
Yes? And the trays?
Trays.
I love that. I don't like your face. She got mean all of a sudden.
Why can't I put metal in the recycler?
Not while I'm a boss.
How would I stop you stopping me? I need a fork.
Yeah? How about I stop you stopping me stopping you?
Then I guess I'd have to stop you stopping me stopping you stopping me?
Oh, you're a snake.
Okay, how do I shut you off? Will the machine work without you?
Will the machine work without you? What?
Yeah,
That doesn't really answer my question.
that's not quite how that is pronounced. You annoy me.
You don't look so good.
I'm a chef.
That's nice. What about your...
I'm a chef.
Yes?
I'm a chef.
She's the chef. God, I love that. I don't like your food.
I don't like your food.
I like your face.
That just cracks me up. I don't know why. Okay, I think we went through everything.
You're really, really annoying. You know that?
This takes one to know one.
What?
Your mama.
Okay, great comeback. So, wait, she said in the beginning she'll have to take her out.
Ciao.
Maybe we can get the knight to take her out.
Forsooth, who wouldst summon the guardian of thine abode?
Ah, Sheffy's sick.
I think Sheffy the chef's come down with something.
The steward harbors a blight? Zounds! This shall not be allowed to continue.
He's got very thin legs for a
Foul
knight.
harbinger! There are grave accusations of treason upon your head, steward. Stand and face me. We shall see what trial by combat makes of you.
I'm sorry, I don't quite.
How about thee?
Poor Sheffy.
Well, that takes care of her.
So now can we get a fork? A metal fork, not just any fork. So let's see, can we put the trophy in now? Metal recycled. That looks promising. So yeah, metal full, yeah. And I guess we'll select just anything? After a few moments of mechanical protest, the machine eventually gives in. Picked up metal tray and metal fork. Oh yes. So I guess maybe we can now finally open the door panel. But I think we're going to do that in the next part. So for now, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like or a comment, and I will see you in the next part. So until then, have a good one.